let's talk about the best teams that you can be building right now in the month of April, especially as a new player. We're going to start off with last month's favorite, the Out of Time team. Starbrand and Cosmic Ghost Rider are in both of the battle passes, so you'll be able to power those up this month. The team, again, is made for Alliance War. It's made as a war defense team, more specifically. However, in the new game, you should be able to find uses for them throughout in all game modes, especially Black Knight. As we're in the middle of a patch, it's kind of an interesting time. The Crucible team Cabal is also available. You have Namor. You can get him free to play in the Blitz store. Iron Patriot wasn't able to unlock him, but maybe we'll be getting some shards later. And the month-long character will be the leader this month. So the Cabal are on the list. They're made as a Crucible team. Namor's been reworked. He hits incredibly hard. So we're going to see if we can work him into some other areas of the game as well. And thirdly, the Spider Society is the newest team that's going to be coming to the game. They are the new skill raid team. So again, really interesting time. We had 3 newish teams that we can be working on. So we want to take advantage of that. New teams are typically the best. If you need more Ghost Spider, she's farmable at Nexus 6-3. Spider-Man Noir is farmable in the Arena store, right? Generally speaking, you should be going for Gambit in the Arena store, but since this character is part of a new team, I usually will set this part of the month aside and continue to work on the new character. So I'll be working on Spider-Man Noir for the duration of April. One other really small point we want to be mindful of, take note that Penny Parker and Peter B. Parker are both 100 shard unlocks. Now, we saw that with the Iron Patriot, we were not able to unlock him. So from time to time, those 100 shard unlocks are difficult to get as a new player, as a free-to-play player. So when we see Penny, when we see Peter B show up in the orbs, if we have some cores available, perhaps we grab a orb or 2, right? We're not saying going crazy. Perhaps we grab an orb or 2 to bring that amount down, so it makes it easier for us to get that 100 shard unlock. One of them more than likely will pop up at the end of the month and be next month's month-long character. Still, hands down, your best suggestion for team building is going to be the Sinister Six. So if you are a new player, you typically want to go for the newest teams. If you can get a hold of this Spider Society, you want to do that. At the same time, you'll be powering up the Sinister Six. Do not worry about Green Goblin down there in the lower left-hand corner with the purple hat. Do not power him up. Do not power up Swarm on the right-hand side with the purple hood. Besides that, if it says Sinister Six, power them up. They will be a great team for you to be using in the early game. They're good in all game modes. Enough said. We want to go to what we would call the S tier characters. These are just characters I can't really put in another spot. The Eternals, if you can get a hold of them, you power them up. And the Tangled Web. Spider-Man Noir, now as part of the Spider Society team, he's going to be good. Usually we left him off the list for Tangled Web, but he's getting a bump in stats, so he'll be good. And again, if you were playing anytime in March, maybe you got some of the special characters like Spider Weaver that can really help you out. This is usually how I look at building teams. You want to make sure you're having fun in the game. First off, your Arena team, which is 1. Your Raid team, which will go up to 5 teams. Crucible, 6 teams. War, 10 teams. You'll need 12 when it comes to Crucible defense and 20 when it comes to War defense. So that's typically the path I follow. Let's go take a look. The team that's still getting the best results in Arena are the Secret Defenders. Now, people are popping in Black Knight as well, so we'll keep him there on the side. But Secret Defenders, if you can start assembling them, they will improve your Arena score. They were made for this game mode, so until another team comes out that's made for this game mode, they probably will still sit atop the best Arena team. Let's go ahead and take a look at my team. Here we are. So I'm just looking at some type of variance. I'm just trying to switch things up because I'm falling, right? So my current rank is 181 in Arena. Last time we checked in, I was 153. I was better than that the month before, so I'm continuing to get pushed down. I'm trying to look around and see what I can use. Let's take a peek at the top of my Arena shard to see if we can get some better information. Holding down the number 1 spot at the top of my Arena shard is Simple Sweet Ken. He's been up there the entire time we've been doing this content, so right, look to him, right? Look to whoever's at the top of your Arena. Secret Defenders, he has Apocalypse and Black Knight. So just confirming the fact, if you have those characters, it's probably going to work out good for you. Coming in at spot number 2, Czar. What do we see? Secret Defenders, Black Knight as well. So the difference between the number 1 and number 2 spot in this case seems to be Apocalypse. However, this account still gives us confirmation that the Secret Defenders are the best arena team in the game right now. Breaking into the top 3, an account that we haven't seen before is Mrs. Commanderson. Now, what's she using? Extreme X-Men. So in a vacuum, if you don't have the other teams, you don't have Apocalypse, you don't have Secret Defenders, if you have the Extreme X-Men, the pure Extreme X-Men, it looks like they are indeed the way to go. Feel free to power them up. This is what's going on around where I am in my arena. So we see some Secret Defenders, we see some Extreme X-Men with some hybrids. So people are experimenting and trying to punch out of this spot. But it looks like, at least from what we just saw, pure Secret Defenders and maybe pure Extreme might be the way to go. If you got Black Knight, I've been experimenting with that as well. We'll see how it goes for next month. There's some goodies in the calendar for this month. A lot of villains. That always helps. So we have a couple Sinister Six members, Mysterio, Lizard, and Spider Slayer. They're also going to give you a Hela and a Zombie Iron Man. Difficult to come by normally, but they're giving them to you this month. Taskmaster as well. Maybe he'll help out with the new Mercs for Money team when they come to the game. Let's turn our attention now to raids. So the best tech raid team in the game is still going to be Pegasus. Most of that's going to be because of Kestrel. You get her early in Dark Dimension 1, so make sure you work towards that. Pegasus can also be used to unlock Archangel, the Horseman character, so you can get him tuned up on the path to Apocalypse. Don't sleep on Kestrel. She can be used in a variety of game modes. The best skill team at the beginning of the month of April is still going to be the Invaders. However, do not build them. They're being replaced by the Spider Society, which is coming out this month. So at the end of this month, you'll have a new skill raid team. The new teams are always the best. So turn your attention and your investment into the Spider Society. Be mindful as well. We said Kestrel. She's also a skill as well as a tech character. Nick Fury is a skill character. So perhaps in the meantime, we can use those two characters to bridge the gap. The best Mystic team in the game is still Bifrost. You can use them to help unlock Red Hulk. Again, in the quest for Apocalypse, you need those 4 horsemen. So don't sleep on the Bifrost team. Hopefully you were able to unlock Val because of March's month-long event. They were handing out the original characters. We got to put some power into Val. A lot of good use there. The Extreme X-Men came into the game as the Mutant Raid team. So they're amazing. They're awesome. And again, we know we can use them in a variety of situations. We're using them in Arena, we're using them in War or Crucible. They're being used everywhere. Great team. Gambit is a 15 shard unlock, so make sure you get a hold of him. As far as the bio nodes go, Hive Mind. Once again, best bio team is Hive Mind. Great team, they work well. And Scopely, if you're watching, we just want to take a few minutes. This is the area of the game right now that I'm finding is a normal account I'm having difficulty with. Not necessarily with Hive Mind, but the fact that, see the green ISO there? We're on Doom 1. We would like to progress to Doom 2, but we need blue ISO to do it. So that means blue ISO, I need that on all of my raid teams. I'm at level 71 at the moment. I will not be able to get to blue ISO at all. I can't activate it till we get to level 75. So this is one of the discrepancies between the boosted and the non-boosted accounts. It perhaps will take me till next month to get to that next level. We're ready. We would like to go into Doom 2 and see what we can accomplish. So Scopely, just asking for your assistance in that area. Let's take a peek at our Alliance's raid season ranking. We are currently at 5,274. So we're continuing to move forward. We were 5,682 last time. So we're continuing to rack up points. The Alliance is doing better and better. So these suggestions are real and they work. Let's take a minute to look at our Cosmic Crucible characters. We can't show you our Crucible rating because Crucible is down for this week. So we'll just talk about the characters instead. We went 19-4 overall since Crucible has been in the game with this account. We're doing well. The new Warriors are a Crucible team. Go ahead and pick them up. Deathpool, an original character. Perhaps you're able to get a hold of her because of the month-long event in May. She is in an orb as well. So as soon as you can get her activated, get your new warrior team up and running. Masters of Evil. Masters of Evil are a great Crucible team. We got Kang unlocked. So maybe we'll start working on them. We'll start prioritizing. Maybe we'll start working on them. We don't have Absorbing Man, but again, Masters of Evil are a great Crucible team, and Kang himself is a premier character. That brings us to the War Dogs. They are the oldest of the Crucible teams, so they're still strong. They're still viable. They work well. You see we're putting some power into them. This was before I unlocked Kang, so now we'll be pivoting back to work on that Masters of Evil team. But War Dogs, again, they are a Crucible team. They have Crucible tags. They have Crucible abilities. They are the oldest. So make sure we're working on the Cabal first. We'll get to War Dogs at the end. How about Alliance War? So again, our alliance is doing well. 36-4. 36-4 since I've been able to count, since I've been in the alliance. So they're doing well. But notice the ranking. 5,011. Last month we were at 2,096. We're running into some harder teams, right? I think we're at the appropriate spot where we are in the ELO now, so we should be winning more of that 50-50. I don't understand what happened with the ranking, but that's how it's going. The alliance is doing well. The alliance is doing well. The win-loss record shows that. New Avengers. New Avengers are an Alliance War team. They're made for defense. They'll do remarkable in offense in your hands as well. We don't have Tiger yet. I'm not sure. I think she is farmable. Our count's not strong enough to get there yet. You can grab Mockingbird and the Thing, Coulson, and Ronin. Different areas in the game. Great war team. Very strong. They work wonders. Underworld. There's something I'm sort of thinking, well, I worked on them to this point, right? That's how much power I put into them at the moment. Again, we're going to pivot back, and my priority is going to be Masters of Evil for Crucible. But this is how far we got in Underworld. They're doing okay at this level. They're making it happen. We'll see what next month brings. And of course, Infestation. Again, not a team I would stress for you to build. We do have them all unlocked now, right? That's new. That's new for this month. We have them all unlocked, so we could build them. We might go ahead and do that. We prioritize though our Crucible teams first. So as we said, we have a Crucible project to work on first, and then maybe we'll start coming this way. Black Widow is somebody that you could use to help unlock some of the other legendary characters because she's a Wave 1 Avenger. But hey, this is what we got. Now, the Horseman team, right on the path to Apocalypse. We're now at a spot in the game where we can start working on the Horseman so we can start moving towards Apocalypse. Archangel, as you see there, we have him unlocked already. We're in the off cycle right now. So next week, we'll see if we can unlock another one of these Horseman characters and start working our way through. So since we got Archangel unlocked, we went on ahead and powered up our Death Seed. As you can see, we're working on the green ISO for them. You need ISO on these characters to get through Apocalypse. So remember that. Prioritize ISO on your raid teams, and then you want to start putting it on your Horseman teams. Again, you might pivot as well and use some of it on the strongest characters that you have, like maybe the Black Knight. But you want to make sure you have ISO to put on your Horseman characters. This is my Darkhold progress. I don't really like doing wizards, so they're pretty much going to stay at the bottom. I might need to move them up in the priority list because they do come first when it comes to unlocking Apocalypse. That was a mistake that I made last year. So I will try to get Morgan Le Fay. We will get them powered up so we can get in and get our Apocalypse. Unlimited X-Men. So Gambit's on that team. We see we got Sunfire unlocked. We could focus. I think we could get Dazzler, but there's no need to focus on them just yet, right? You can't do them all. Let's get things prioritized and in order. Since I have Death Seed done, we'll work on our Darkhold next. Then that will lean us towards the Unlimited X-Men. And finally, we have the Gamma Squad. Very interesting turn of events here. The leader, who's coming out as the third Cabal member, has the Gamma tag. So at the end of this month, we should have the leader unlocked. So perhaps that means we can drop one of our other Gamma members when it comes to building that team. If so, it looks like Abomination would be the one that we would leave off. Obviously, you got to keep Red Hulk. He's the one doing all the damage. But we'll see where we are when we get the leader by the end of this month. So again, as always, I'm speaking from experience. I have skin in the game. I'm playing right along with you. Here's my account. We're currently at level 71, up from level 67 last month. My total collection power is 4 million, up from 2 million last month. Total characters collected, we're at 220, up from 176. And characters we maxed out, we got 11 of them. We had 5 last month, we got 11 of them now. We have space available in the Guardians and No Cap. Again, if you're a new player, there's a lot of alliances for new people in the No Cap cluster. The link is in the description. It's always in the description because we're trying to be here to help the new players out. So that's what we're here to do. We're helping to make sure, again, you, especially as a new player, can get your roster pumped up, tuned up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Hey, and make sure you're taking time to work on yourself. Make sure you're staying healthy. Spring is here, so let's make sure we get some exercise in. Play hard, work hard. Take care of yourself and your family. Peace.